Hello, everyone. It is Tanner Morgan Salmons here, and Teddy Hernandez asked me to put together a little training for you on Facebook parties. And I want to thank her for the opportunity, first of all. So thank you, Teddy, and thank you all for watching, because I believe that social media is a really important and useful tool to our business, but it cannot be our business. So the first thing I want to tell you is I'm going to give you a couple of facts. I'm going to give you a couple of best practices, and I'm going to give you a couple of guidelines throughout this Facebook training. So the first thing I want to say is a Facebook party is not a replacement for a live in-person exchange. It is simply a supplement. So please, please, please do not try to build your business with Facebook and online parties, because it is a supplement. Another fact that I want to give you is a Facebook party is absolutely not is not easier than a live party. Okay, so that is a fact. So I want you to be aware of that as you are booking them, or you are adding them to your calendar, or you are training your new luminaries and kind of giving them suggestions. So there's a couple things for you. However, Facebook parties can be an amazing supplement if the calendar falls short. So you have that last minute party cancel and you really need to get to the next level, or you need to hit that next level in volume. Please, please, please feel free to add a Facebook party, because that really can be a useful and vital tool in helping you get to that next level or reach your goal. A couple tips and tricks. So, Facebook parties with a hostess. You want to hostess coach your hostess just as if you were coaching them to a live party. Coaching them on how many people to invite, coaching them on personalized invitations, coaching them on some reminder messages and some can you make it verbiage, so that you know how many people are going to attend their Facebook exchange. And I'm sorry, I should be using the word exchange. So replace all that I just said with exchange. Really focus on hostess coaching those hostesses. Now, if this is you hosting an online exchange, then a tip that I have for you is try Mystery Hostess. A lot of times, that is a really fun way to get some extra sales when you're just a little bit away from that next goal, and then you actually get to gift the jewelry in a drawing. So using the Mystery Hostess format is really great if you, the luminary, are hosting your own exchange. And remember, if you are hosting your own exchange online, please, please, please hostess coach yourself. So do the same steps that you would as if you were telling somebody else to take those steps to have a very successful exchange. So I want to share with you to utilize Facebook Live. Not on Facebook, but within the event or group. So if you're a luminary and you're doing a live exchange in your group, like Mystery Hostess style, then you can actually create an event within your Poetic Exchange customer and hostess group. Okay, so create an event within that group and go live in the event. If you have a hostess and you're doing a live exchange with a hostess, then you want to create an event for the hostess and go live in that event. Because if you do it on Facebook, it's kind of getting lost and it's reaching people that it probably shouldn't reach, and they're like, "What's that?" And they're really not on the same page. So be sure to go live within the event that you've created, either on your Poetic Exchange customer and hostess group, or within an event that you've created for your hostess for an online exchange. But utilizing FB Live is a great tool to really be personal and share. So while I've only been with Poetic Exchange for a very short time, in this business it is very important that you keep things personal and intentional, especially when you're doing things live and on the internet, because you want to really reach the audience and you really want to reach them with some great information. So here are a couple great tips when using Facebook Live. So, you want to set a time for Facebook Live and make that post about it. So, one of the great examples that I have seen of this is somebody on the Sterling Storyteller team, Jen Brillin, actually did an amazing job with some exchanges that she's hosted online and some things that she's done via Facebook Live within her customer and hostess group called Be Poetic with Jen Brillin, I believe. I believe that's the name of it. One of the really great things that she did is she really built it up. She made it super personal. She built it up. She started talking about her new business. She talked about the online exchange and the Facebook Live exchange that she would be having. She posted about it over the course of several days, like one post a day, as a reminder, and it was always something fun and exciting leading up to it. And it was just a really great way for her to really connect with her customers and her friends and her family and everybody that she had on that private group, because it really reached them, and it really saw that Jen's a really real person and that she's working another job, and so she was very upbeat and honest about things that were going on and when she was doing her exchange. So really great tip to use Facebook Live and keep it personal. I would encourage you to share your favorite pieces, and especially your favorite personalized pieces. So share your totem, share your story, share your totem, talk about what your totem means to you and why you put the things you did on your totem. And if you have it on a necklace or a bracelet with other charms, be sure to talk about the significance of those charms, because I want you to realize that what we do with Poetic Exchange is extremely different than anything else that's out there in the direct sales industry. So a lot of times somebody may be completely in awe and overwhelmed at the product and the level of personalization that you have to offer with Poetic Exchange. So talking through your stories and sharing what's meaningful to you is a really, really great way to connect with those people and really help them visualize what their stories could look like. So really, really focus on talking about your story and your favorite totem and ride-on piece. So whether it's the ride-on cross, a ride-on charm, a ride-on necklace, share your favorite pieces, and I would highly, highly suggest that you talk about the ride-on, something that's a ride-on and a totem of some sort that means something to you, and then maybe a couple finished pieces that you really love. As you are inviting everyone to your exchange, please, 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 this is a rule. I'm going to give you a rule. Okay, I know everybody doesn't typically like rules, but please, please, please do not add 400 people or even 100 people to a Facebook event about your poetic business. Please, please, please do not do that, because it is not personal, and people a lot of times feel like you just want an order from them rather than you really want them to participate and you really want to connect with them. Like I said, what we do with Poetic Exchange is extremely different. So please, please, please send them a personal message and invite them to be a part of your Facebook Live exchange, or encourage your hostess to invite them to get together with their friends and be a part of their Facebook Live exchange or Facebook event exchange. So please message each person that you would like to invite individually, and do not plop 400 people or 150 people in a Facebook event. I would say think about doing an exchange in person, and think about how many people you would invite to that exchange, and then you could maybe double it. So if you normally invite 10 people to your exchange, maybe you could put 20 people in there, but make sure each of those 20 people are personally messaged and invited to participate in the fun and the story sharing. So what I would also encourage you to do is to utilize that Facebook event to share other stories. Remember, I was saying that, sometimes people can be really overwhelmed at the level of personalization with our product. They're in awe of it and they love it, but they're overwhelmed and they just don't know what to, they don't know what to put on, how to share their story. So sharing other stories. So not just images of totems, but sharing why each glyph is added to the totem, or sharing why each charm is added to the bracelet or to the necklace, sharing what the significance is of the verbiage written on the ride-on cross. So sharing other stories. Now, most of the time, leaving their name out is the best practice. So just sharing an image of the totem or an image of the ride-on, an image of the charm bracelet, an image of the necklace, and talking about the things that are put together there to really build that necklace, and talking about their significance is a great tip, because that's really going to help your customers and your hostesses really learn how to share their story. So I hope that this social media training was helpful in Facebook parties and online exchanges and online mystery hostess events. Please feel free to reach out to me with your feedback, as I am adapting some stuff to Poetic Exchange. So let me know how these tips and tricks work for you after you implement them. I would love to hear about it. You can always reach me if you have any questions at tannersalmons@gmail.com, and I would be glad to help. Thanks so much and I hope this training helps you. And remember, Facebook parties, or Facebook exchanges, are not a replacement to a live in-person exchange, simply a supplement when you need just a little bit more. And we want to also encourage, as you're booking or trying to book your exchanges, to be sure to encourage your hostesses that the beauty of this business and the beauty of what makes Poetic Exchange different is that real in-person live connection with with a couple of intimate friends. It's a cozy setting. It's completely different than any other party setting that they've really been to before. So you want to use that verbiage as you're booking to kind of steer people toward those live in-person exchanges. Thanks so much. I hope this helps. Bye-bye.